Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Loves and today I would like to share my bike trip experience to Antargange Caves. We started our journey around 6:30 am on Saturday. Antargange Caves is around 50 km from my place which is in Whitefield, Bangalore. The roads were excellent and as smooth as silk without a bump. All through the way, you will witness panoramic views of the mountain ranges and it's pretty easy to get immersed in the scenic beauty the drive has to offer, especially when you drive closer to your destination. We reached Antargange at 7:30 am. At the base of the hill, we parked our bike for which we were charged INR 20. After that, we started walking on a cemented path with 350 stairs which leads to Kashi Vishveshwara temple. On the way to temple, we took a left turn and reached the viewpoint. We turned back and continued back to the temple. The path to the temple will give you a glimpse of what this trek has to offer. The path is surrounded by trees on both the sides and we were welcomed by a lot of monkeys. And these monkeys are so friendly that they will try to snatch anything you are carrying in your hand, even a Bisleri bottle. Gange, which literally means Ganges from deep in Kannada language. It is a small city in Vibhutipura district of Karnataka. It is also known as Kashi of the South or Dakshin Kashi because of Sri Kashi Vishveshwara temple. This temple is famous because of the pond within its premises. This pond is unique because it gets continuous water stream out of Nandi's mouth throughout the year. No one is sure of the origin of this water, but the locals believe that the water is falling from the head of Lord Shiva or is from Ganges of the north. The holy water is believed to cure many ailments. Actual trek starts just behind the temple. We met local kids who offered to guide through the caves. If you book online, it will cost you around INR 250 per head. We paid 200 per head after some bargaining. The trek is about 2 km long. The way to the cave is moderately difficult. There are rock-cut steps and normal rocks that we had to climb. The terrain keeps changing from flat to rocky and boulders to plain land and again back to boulders. We were soon exhausted and took break every 5 minutes. As we continued to climb, the view became captivating with all shapes and sizes of volcanic rock and boulders, which were arranged in a unique manner enveloping you. It is difficult to explore these caves all by yourself. Thanks to the guide, he took us through deep caves where we entered from a small opening in a rock. The caves here are made of big and small rocks which have arranged themselves in a unique manner. Some of the caves have such narrow passages that we had to crawl inside. Trekking experience spiked a few notches higher once we entered these dark caves. Inside the caves, there are twists and turns everywhere. We had to step very carefully on a series of rocks to get some flat ground. Once we were inside the cave, we had to go under and over many rocks to cover the cave. We had to pass through narrow passages, witnessing the endless darkness that lie beyond. But don't worry, the guide helped us throughout the cave and showed us the way out. After getting out of the first cave, the guide took us to the water cave. The mouth of this cave looked so narrow that Somu rejected to enter the cave. With some guidance, I was able to enter the cave. I was amazed by the extremely narrow path which I had to cross and at a point crawl on my stomach with no space to move. The guide showed me the water and said it is pure water. The source of the water is unknown. Oh, and did I fail to mention that it was pitch dark inside? And the only source of light was my phone's flashlight. After this, our cave expedition came to an end. Antargange trek was the most beautiful and exhausting experience I had. It is definitely once in a lifetime experience. On our way back, we met this lady who daily feeds the monkeys. Thank you everyone for your love and support. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel.